entertainment, in arts, in culture, in fashion, and gossip. I am still your lady from Galilee, Nigeria.
And I still remain the little queen in the house, Shima. And above all, I want to announce that I just bought my Lambo.
Oh, allegedly.
Yeah, no, not allegedly. My Lambo is parked outside, please.
Oh, I celebrate grace.
Glory in the house.
Glory,
They're not going
glory.
to buy Lambo for me, but I've bought my Lambo.
You bought your Lambo.
You
I
guys
can
are
see
kidding.
that. Does it have 2 wheels or
It's 3 wheels, so and it can just carry just one person.
I can imagine.
I didn't say anything.
Now I understand
I only
the
said
Lambo.
I bought my Lambo. I didn't say anything.
All right, now I understand the Lambo you were talking about. And this one, this little queen, you see the fear. This little queen in the house. So queen said the girl wants to the day small. You don't turn wedding now. There's little bride and there's a main bride, and you are now the little
I
queen.
told you that I cried in a Ferrari. Now I'm no longer gonna cry in a Ferrari, but I'm
Lambo.
gonna be in a Lambo.
Lambo, you won't be crying this time.
No, I'm not gonna be crying. I'm gonna be cruising. Please.
Okay. All right, so guys, we have so much packed for you today. This show is going to be lit. So stay locked. We'll be back. It's still the buzz here on Agate Television. And if you're just tuning in, the show is streaming live on all the social media handles displaying on your screens. So do well to follow, to subscribe, and share your thoughts with us in the comments, because we love to hear from you. Now on to our first story for today. The 97th Academy Awards held and Best Director for Sean Baker. Miley Madison won Best Actress, Adrian Brody took Best Actor, while Kieran Culkin and Zoe Saldana claimed Best Supporting Awards. Hosted by Conan O'Brien, the event featured tributes, musical performances by Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, and some controversy, including a backlash over uninterrupted speech, technical issues on Hulu's live stream, and ominous sounds and omissions from the memoriam segment also drew criticism. Now, the performance, the event, that is the Oscars event, it was so beautiful. But what blew me away was the performance by Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. You know, for music, I don't mean this in the negative, but it's diabolical for somebody to sing so beautifully. When you hear the recorded song, it was not different from what they performed live on stage, and it was so good. I'm saying it's diabolical for Erivo and Rihanna to sing that beautifully, and this actually shuts them out of people who keep saying, okay, Ariana doesn't sing live, she only performs it over tune. I mean, this one don't successfully close their mouth. If they want to talk again, now because they just be people who won't talk. She just shuts them up with one performance.
You know, this AI thing now is out. Everybody thinks no one is for real. Yes, there are auto tunes. I know people use it actually, just like our Nigerian portable said.
But now today, Ariana begin they sing.
No, not be today. But then, you know, Portable said something. Let me bring you back to our Niger. Portable said that he's the only person in Nigeria that does not use auto tunes. So let's go back to the Oibos now. Are they now saying that Ariana Grande has no talent, or she's just basically depending on auto tunes?
They follow these people, like it doesn't make sense to me, because this lady has been, not be today now, it's not today, not be today matter. Ariana has been singing beautifully over the years, and coming out to say, okay, she cannot sing live, that's crazy. That's really crazy.
So are they now trying to say that Celine Dion as well uses auto tunes?
They follow these people. The church is too much.
It's
Putting
too
mouth
much,
in a matter that doesn't concern you. And look at Anora, the movie. For me, the movie was beautiful. They did a beautiful job. Mikey Madison, she's a great actress.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it winning the Oscars. I think it was promoting drugs, promoting lies to an extent, promoting and all the other vices, promoting all the other vices in that movie. I don't want to start listing right now. I wasn't expecting it, but it was an original story, and I think it's still beautiful nonetheless.
Well, that is in the movie, I watched all this. The guy being fake all along, and all along this girl getting to know that this guy is not who I thought he is. You know, he's the baddest guy ever. But suddenly she found love with this person. But at the end of the day, how the story ended, it was somehow to me. But I was like, even in real life, these things happen.
Yeah.
So, for me, I don't really think that was what they were trying to do, but somehow I agree with you, because that was how I was looking at it too.
From the beginning to the end, it was that thing about drugs, it was that thing about this, that thing about this vices, this alcoholism, it was that thing. I mean, it was...
If you could pick at the story closely, you would see that the lady that fell in love with this guy suddenly had to deal with some emotional trauma,
breakdown,
and all of that.
Who will not even feel that way? Last, who will not? When they serve you that kind of breakfast, you'll be hearing Burna Boy serve the breakfast in the situation, like the cinematography, everything was relations to all of them.
Well, congratulations, Vibe, making it a net-worthing addition to contemporary hip-hop playlist. You all should give it a listen, because it's a banger. I'm telling you, it's a banger, because I thought this BSW guy is from the West.
No,
I never knew he's a Benue-born artist until I listened to one of his tracks that he added a bit of Tiv language.
That's when
and
you
then I
know,
was like,
this is your roots.
this is my roots, man.
I should have known. The guy is really good. He's so good. And for someone that I don't know him too personally, I know him but not so closely, but for somebody who I have seen, I literally saw his music career grow. It grew before all our eyes. I mean, we saw it grow to where it is right now, and it's really beautiful that he can make good music such as this one. And Way Up just tells a story about resilience, and I think it's about his own life, because this is somebody who has fought through thick and thin to make sure that he's where he is in the music industry, at least around Benue State and Nigeria today. And it's a beautiful one for somebody for anyone out there right now who is going through, okay, this is my dream, I want to achieve this and I do not know how to achieve it. This is more like telling you, okay, see, I can do it, you can do it. You are ambitious, that alone is not enough. You need to fight for your ambition. You need resilience to be able to get up there. So the way to the top is not easy, but you need to work hard to get there. So it's a beautiful piece. Do give it a listen.
I always say one thing: if they don't motivate you, motivate yourself.
Who won't even motivate you for this one now? Who be that person?
If they don't motivate you, motivate yourself.
You only have yourself and God. Motivate yourself.
That's what BSW is trying to tell you.
That's it.
If nobody motivates you, you need to motivate yourself. Dream big. Work hard towards
it. Work hard. Don't just dream and go and sleep and eat gari and soup. No, when you dream, you work hard and you go and get there.
Don't go and dream like Happy. Don't dream like Happy of God.
You they play.
You need to go and give this song a listen.
Please
and
do.
above all, we love you. Please, you need to keep bringing these good songs to our table so we listen.
You say you love him. You've mentioned
leave her alone. My love is agape love. Please.
Okay.
But above all, we love your song. Well, that's much we have for the music segment today. We move straight into the movie segment.
That's right. And then we have this one, Ada Omo Dadi, directed by Ake Mazen and produced by Mercy Ayigbe, is a Nollywood film or family drama about identity and reconciliation. Berosola Balogun's life is upended when her biological father resurfaces before her wedding, exposing hidden family secrets. With a star-studded cast, the film delivers emotional moments, though some performances lack depth, but it was a beautiful one. Visually impressive, the film contrasts wealth and modesty while showcasing a grand wedding scene. However, critics like me and every other critic out there argue about the plot, how the plot feels forced, with inconsistent character development affecting its impact. But despite this mixed reviews, Ada Omo Dadi explores love, it explores forgiveness. While it is flawed, it remains a notable Nollywood production with strong cultural themes. Now you could see that despite the affluent, you see the children kneeling down to greet their parents. I mean, that the children, of course, the Yorubas, it's their culture. And I love the fact that they were able to depict this culture in that movie. Look at the storyline. It was annoying when I saw Pero going to cry, get angry at her mother, get angry at the father who was there for her. Despite not being her biological father, he was there. And she was getting angry at them, and just boom, she disappears, and she go and spend time with that Ifeanyi guy and Charles Okafor. I mean, for that movie, when I look in face, my blood go dey boil. I say, who is this one? Like, you just donate a sperm and you go sit somewhere and be forming father, and you don't look up for her. Then you suddenly show up because, okay, you have seen her pictures, her videos, the videos of engagement flying around, and suddenly you remember you had a daughter somewhere. This is like years down the line. So what happened? If she was not in a wealthy family, would you look for her?
Well, actually, that's a question that should be rumbling through our mind right now. That why is it that most of the times, or should I say, that is how God has made it to be? Because most of the time, it's success that calls about all these things. Let's come back to real life. Look at Fina. Look at Fina's issue.
Nobody be here.
Nobody was hearing about her until suddenly Big Brother now said, Fina, you deserve this win. Let me give you this win. And then all of a sudden, boom, mommy is coming out to say, Fina does not do this, Fina does not do that. So why is it that you kept quiet all these times for Fina to get there first?
If the child was a nuisance, would you come out to tell society they were not doing this or that for you? It's really annoying that I saw Charles Okafor do that, but I love the ending part. And you go wedding, you know, seafood chop. That one they pay.
You dey talk for wedding, bury ourselves, then go come they meet you say I never chop.
How much more wedding? And say na your pikin. Then na your pikin. You can't dey for wedding. Messi Aigbe say don't give them food. If the food remain, go and go give your dogs for house. The wedding planner was going to form what if we have surplus. Shebi they craze. Shebi she done the. I mean, what if we have surplus?
But above all, I would say that this movie is targeting towards one thing,
which is
that is forgiveness.
And love. You did not mention love.
No, I'm going there too. I'm going there too. But thank you for reminding me as well. Love, forgiveness. Family is everything, no matter what. Most of the times you see these things happen for a reason. Maybe it could be that if the father would have stayed, maybe he wouldn't have still done well. So
now when they carry woman come inside house, come me picking they watch.
You understand?
2-3 months old picking they watch. It go
change.
So
that's what I'm saying. Maybe as he don't go outside now,
go see nothing there outside. Yes. Can't they realize? And you know the most annoying part of it? It took him losing one of his children from another marriage. For him to realize that he needed this other girl.
So okay,
he was given an excuse that at some time when she was 2 years old, he came to look for her. You find picking will be 2 years. You know, send them. Okay, you know, fit see them. Then you go wash your hands, sit down, relax, marry, still born 2 more children. They can't they run mouth. But I love the way it ended. At least Pero still knows that she knew that it was Balogun that was her father. You don't just go and donate here and go and sit down there and be forming father. You take responsibility. Now responsibility they make person papa. This is my message. I think this is the overall message of that movie. Now responsibility they make person papa. Not be the person who donate to. Now the person who sit down and take responsibility. And I think this opens the eyes of every other person out there. As a single mother, take care of yourself. If you don't take care of
nobody will.
What is her name? Ireti Shola Shobowale. If she had not taken care of herself to meet a better man, she'll be the picking for get better future people for the final later.
You could imagine something.
If I'm not, she wouldn't have become the heiress that she turned out to be. So that's, I think, okay, overall, I'm going to rate this one a 7. No, let me be kind. Because the flaws,
Don't be kind, be real.
Okay, let me be real. Let me talk about CB. I'm going to rate them an 8.5 over 10, and my reason is this: the sound, the bag was telling the backstory. I expected Ireti is a beautiful actress, so I was expecting that. Okay, allow her voice to do this part of the telling. Allow her voice. Let us see it in her voice. The pain in her voice. We could see it, but there was this overshadowing from the background sound, and it was a bit too much. In fact, all through the background sound was too much. Of course, that's the only fault I have. And of course, I remember there's another thing. When they were telling the backstory, the clothes were matching Gen Z outfits.
Okay.
And the mama they wear crop top, show belly.
No, but definitely
20 years ago.
Sure. You could see our parents wearing off shoulders.
They were off shoulders then. You go see and you go know say this one 20 years ago show belly. If you see 20 years ago show belly, you will know. If you see 10 years ago show belly, you will know now.
Could you believe that my grandma was a baddie?
Of course.
My grandma was a
yes,
baddie.
Yes, I know where you take it from now. I know
So
exactly.
my grandma used to wear mini skirts and crop top.
But their mini skirts were different. They were not
sure,
sewn to suit today's fashion. So that was a bit too much. So I rate them an 8.5 over 10. It was a good one.
Let's say I rate you guys 8.3 over 10. Why I said 8.3 over 10 is because of should I say, I go with your sound aspect. For me, that was what was getting me out of the mood to watch the movie. The sound was just too much, but I would say you guys tried. I love the storyline. It's an everyday thing we hear about, but it's well. I love the movie.
Yeah,
Shout out to Messi Igbe and
really did
other
well.
cast. We love you. You guys did well. But above all, you need to go and watch this movie.
All right, so as she told me, I go watch. I go watch. All right, so we'll go on to our next segment for today, and it's the gossip segment. And trust me, we have so much packed for you in this gossip segment. Now let's look at this one. Regina Daniels' marriage to Ned Nwoko is facing intense scrutiny after she removed her surname and photos from Instagram. Her absence from official events, while co-wife Leila Cherani accompanied Nwoko, fueled separation rumors. A Nigerian lady mocked her situation, and her brother Lawrence Daniels shared cryptic messages about success. Adding to the drama, Regina posted Burna Boy's Last anthem, hinting at personal struggles. While Nwoko congratulated her on a recent award, neither has addressed the rumors. Chika Ike denied claims of carrying Ned Nwoko's child, and fans remain divided over Regina Daniels' marriage. I mean, it's really a painful one. I don't know if they are planning to separate or not, but I would say one thing to Regina: whatever makes you happy. One thing again to Ned: whatever makes you happy. But my problem now, Nigerians, where they cho for waiting no consent them.
Normally, we know Nigerians to be the judges of other people's problems.
They judge, they don't listen.
They don't listen. But above all, I always say one thing: nothing goes well to the end. There must be a crash.
Marriages are always
So
having
she
one issue or
knew.
the other.
Yeah, you do know that they had to go and dig Regina Daniels' traditional marriage photos of when they married her, and then someone was like, "This thing a child abuse." Oh, I said child abuse.
She was
how?
18.
She was 18. So why are you calling it child abuse? But above all, Regina is somebody that knows what she wants. She was going into the home. She knew she was going to venture into a polygamous home.
She was in her right mind.
They didn't drug her to take her to the house. They paid her bride price. They legally married the lady.
Not even pay a bride price. That was a different ball game. She accepted the marriage proposal.
Yeah, she accepted. Okay, that's the word actually.
Yeah,
she accepted
before then go pay bride price. So she was doing this thing with her senses. But let's look at comments from Nigerians, because now dear the Coco Day, let's just look at a few comments, 3 comments from our dearest Nigerians. We know they put mouth for waiting consent them. Okay, so the first comment that we have here is Rob PJ. All the She-Won gang won't be around when Father Abraham passes and family start fighting bloody for scraps. Who is Father Abraham?
Well, let's say Paned for short.
Okay.
If the name is not complete. I'm sorry, but this Regina Daniels situation is just so laughable to me. But then line clownish.
So leave that matter. Let's just look
matter.
at 2 more comments, and then we'll go on to our next story for today. This one is from Lumi D. What's the crux of your conversation now, please? Are you saying a young man can't do what Ned did? Or what are you trying to say? Regina chose her path. Let her face it. This is a comment from some post about this whole situation. Life is not a bed of roses.
Definitely.
Sure,
Shebi, you hear what I
yes.
talk.
Now, what they talk with that?
Yeah.
This year, Tunde, her mouth, the pepper. What
Okay,
you talk for you
this
again?
is still from Yetunde Omobolanle. Said, look at how just a few years down the line, she's already in the middle of this whole embarrassment. She got married in her early 20s, and yes, I get it. People were shouting generational wealth. Her kids will be set for life. But how much money is enough to
Give you peace.
to give you peace?
I mean, okay.
Okay, but let's look at it from this angle. Miss or Mr. Yetunde, I don't know your gender, but let's look at it from this angle. First of all, I want you to know something. Sometimes what gives someone peace is what will give you headache. You could see that someone else loves eating pig fat.
Word.
You get You, if you chop the pig fat now, you go throw up the whole night. Another person go chop and drink
But
water,
your mouth no dey rest. When you see am, you go want.
You go want chop
And I
am.
think that's one thing about life. Things that are what the entire thing is that things that are forbidden are actually what gives some people peace, and whatever it is. I'm sure she's okay where she is. I mean, she posted the other day that it's better to cry in a Ferrari.
In a
now.
Ferrari.
You don't buy Ferrari. Why go they put man for matter where concern people who don't buy Ferrari?
I dey
Abeg,
always
Moku,
judge.
me,
I dey
don't
always
watch.
judge matter from my angle.
I
We
don't
don't
wash
wash
my
our
hand for
hand,
that
but
matter.
above all, Priest Ned Nwoko, you never talk anything,
Abeg,
and we
come
all
through.
know say this matter where they go on, we go soon get results. But Regina Daniels, find peace, because last me, I'm in my Lambo.
Oh, all right. So let's look at the next
Let's look at the
story
next
that we have. The next gossip story that we have for today.
Okay, this one, he hot show. Prophet Ebuka Obi, founder of Zion Prayer Movement Outreach, has denied any connection to a woman who testified in his church about acquiring a 5 million naira mansion. Investigations later exposed the testimony as false, leading to her arrest. Obi stated that he had no about verifying testimonies in religious settings today. That is what I always say.
You go they
Do you
do
know-
testimony for church say you buy a house of 500 million. Which work you dey do, auntie?
Do you
Come
know
on,
that?
tell us.
Do you know that I attended a church service? Actually, I was invited though. I don't want to call the name of the church
Please
because it's
don't.
biased. So, first of all, when I entered the church, I noticed this lady that was up. She said something that she bought she rented a house for 350K. A neighbor now said it's a lie. She's staying in a bachelor house.
Oh my God.
The lady is found of saying things that are
Not true. Not true.
But-
It's actually not proper to go into the house of the
It's not
Lord.
proper.
The house of God Almighty and tell lies. It's not proper. I mean, but let's look at comments. Because now inside the comments, the cocoa really
This
dey.
picture just they did me
Why-
like say this lady
why-
won't shout one kind.
Saying about this thing right now, the Zion ministry.
We don't-
this is
don't-
whether they sent her or she sent herself. I mean, the woman does not have the respect for
This
God.
is complicated, Sha. But
it
Sha,
is.
above all, may God take over.
Yes.
This one is from Law Z141. But you are a prophet. Why didn't you verify the claim? Prophet no me say him be God.
in the see everything.
Him and us na the same thing.
They
The
see
difference na
everything.
the high anointing. But
They
you
see
can also
everything.
have it if you
Let's
want
look
to.
at the last comments that we have for today.
This is okay. This is from Small Pin Kingsley. That testimony that is fake, both of them planned it, because if there is no plan between two of them, how did he know that he prayed for the girl for the first time and the girl later buy a house? This thing is complicated.
It's complicated. Like, it's
complicated.
really, really complicated. And I don't see why people are cho about the
It's
matter.
complicated.
Leave them. But I still will give this advice. People in churches, please, may not try to verify testimonies. In fact, there's a church, I don't want to call the name. You will go and tell the pastor your testimony. They go vet them there. They will check whether this way they talk, they realistic before they will go they talk am for public for church. May you not come go lie say heaven fall when heaven never fall. All right, so that's the much we can go for the gossip segment. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we'll bring you an amazing artist. His name is Chris Egbiri. Do stay tuned.
Keep watching Agate Television.
Keep watching Agate Televisions.
Big shout out to Agate Television, Sky's your limit.
Keep watching Agate Television.
Keep watching Agate Television, one of the best in the whole city of Makurdi. Peace.
Hello, my people. Keep watching Agate Television. Watch out for more.
Agate Television, we love you.
Special shout out to Agate Television.
Agate Television, you're the best. Shout out, peace.
Shout out to Agate Television. I love you. You're the best.
Best channel, all the fun, the live shows, the best of the best you can get.
Agate TV, one of the best rising televisions in North Central Nigeria, which everybody should actually look out for.
committed to someone, then you don't have to be faithful to that person.
When you're talking about fidelity and trust, you could be faithful, you could be loyal. And if your partner feels or perceives you are not, does that mean you are not?
Appearance, about the financial aspect, doesn't look at your needs and then
needs. And you feel like with communication, we can solve the issues of infidelity?
Yes, with communication, I know that if you are communicating, you won't multiple
Some people,
people.
they talk well. That's still a cheat, so.
Trust me. So.
Okay, all right. But you feel like...
Communication, yes. Most times when people...
Somebody must
really
make sacrifices. Yeah.
Okay. They're all imbalance in relationships.
In relationships.
Let's now go to what we were talking about, which is are there justifiable reasons why?
No
okay, Enes, you have had your say.
There's no justifiable reason.
Yeah.
For me, there is.
Okay.
I can justify. You're not talking to me. That's why I'm talking to someone else.
The true test of faithfulness is not when you are with your partner alone. It's, okay, I love tall ladies. To see if I'm faithful is to put me in the midst of tall ladies and see my reaction. If there is no test, you can't know for sure. You are jealous naturally. You have to work on your jealousy. So because you're a female, your partner should not talk to any lady. Once he's smiling, there's something going on. No,
then something is not right. Right?
Build trust. Let me know that you're smiling, but then I'm confident that this smile is just smile.
For people who are jealous, there's nothing like trust.
Okay, well in this case, I will even ask Stephanie, will you even allow your partner to be friends with the opposite sex?
I want fidelity 100%.
You are still tuned into The Buzz on Agate Television, and we are now in the art segment. And on this art segment today, we have an amazing artist. He draws, he paints, and he's a little bit of a heartbreaker. His name is Mr. Chris Egbiri. It's so good to have you join us, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
The heartbreaker, I hope you're not here to break our hearts, because this one is a lover girl. She may already be
oh my God.
Okay.
Please, I beg you in God's name.
Okay. All right. So I got the name right.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. All right. So this one is on a personal level now. What inspired you to pursue art?
What inspired me to pursue art? That's interesting.
I mean, with your height, you could be a model.
So for me, art is like an art of living. Like you get, it's deeper than just painting, drawing. It's a vibe, it's an energy, it's an aura. You get.
Yeah.
So it's like a personality. You get, because when you see a creative, when you see somebody who is into things like this, you get to maybe see it from their vibe, their actions. You could tell that this person is into this sort of thing.
Yes.
So it wasn't just like me saying, this has inspired me to pursue painting and drawing. It's been something I've been doing since I was a child.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. So from those newspapers your parents will bring back home, then you're reading them, and what catches your fancy, you're drawing the footballers there. So that you're doing it for fun. It wasn't for money. It wasn't for I'll use it to feed myself someday. Though we're using that now to shower.
Yeah,
but,
surely.
but that was how it started. It wasn't like money. No, it was a way to wash off the everyday dust of your life. Like it's more like it's a renewal.
Okay.
Like growing and like adulting, it has showed that okay, this is a way to ease off stress too. Yeah. So.
All right. You mentioned about childhood, sketching and all of that. When actually did you know that art was your true passion?
Okay. I've tried a lot of things.
Okay.
I've tried a lot of things. I feel that then. Yeah, but for arts, it was just seamless. It was easy. Like it's like there's one thing here, like this kind. You just do a little, it enters. You do a little, it enters.
No stress.
You get. That's once when it's finding your paths.
Yeah.
Like it might be taxing because there are no like lay down system for you. It's you finding your path and hustling and the whole ups and down that comes with the career, with the vibe. So, but what was the part you wanted to know about again?
Okay,
Maybe that moment?
that moment that you actually knew that art
was
is
it.
your true passion. This is it. This is
Okay.
what I've been working
I'm
hard to see.
happiest when I'm painting. I'm
Alright.
happiest. I'm happiest when I'm creating. I feel good
Okay.
about myself that way. So you don't want to let go of that kind of feeling.
Sure.
And it's really beautiful that you do something that makes you happy.
Right.
Because there are people who have jobs that they are not fulfilled there.
You
Every day
get-
there's sadness, one kid them,
You
depression,
get-
one carry. It's
you get-
beautiful.
you get-
It's really
you
beautiful.
get.
So how do you get the themes and the titles for your work? Because I saw some titles about How do
Okay.
you get the themes and titles for your work?
Okay. Works come in different states to you. Sometimes you could and you want to just like put that polarities, like movement. Now, since art is a voice you could use, you could put something on paper, you could put something on your canvas that could stand the test of time, and it's going to be there for people to reference to and say, okay, this is it and this is that.
Okay, wow, that's good to know, because you're now telling me that art is the way to kind of like heal within.
Yeah, here within equality
Yeah,
and
gender
all of that now.
equality.
So like there was a piece of mind where I was trying to like address gender issues too,
Okay.
like how we could support women and ladies, the vulnerables,
Okay.
the
I think that's a sketch where women are climbing the ladder. Oh,
yes,
wow.
yes. So you see, so it's like if you support women, they could bring you the stars, they could get to the stars. There's no
Wow.
limit to
know what your creative process is like. Do you start with your sketches or your colors, or there's a particular concept you always look at to get that art
Okay.
fished out?
Okay, so a concept comes to you.
Okay.
Okay, so before you go and do all of the whole jargons on the
On the rough paper.
Thank you. On the medium where it's supposed to be like the final piece,
Okay.
you should have like a sketch pad or somewhere you could just try to
Yeah, put down the idea.
scribble out all of the chaos and try to bring out some rough
Okay.
work before you get to the final piece.
Okay.
Yes, so that's it.
So you always
basically.
have this rough sketches about
Ye-
your final pieces.
You understand? You know, first once it's in your mind, then it can come to reality.
Yes.
Understand?
No.
So it's in your mind now. So you have to start bringing it to reality, and you start sketching it on paper.
Okay.
So from that paper, then you bring it out to the bigger frame where
Okay.
you want others to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of others seeing something, is there any artist or maybe an artistic movement that has influenced your style?
There are artists I've grown up to watch and follow their approach and how they see things. There's one in particular that really inspires me a lot. He's late now, Virgil Abloh. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he was the creative director for Louis Vuitton before
Yeah.
Pharrell Williams now, and he replaced Kanye West. The guy he's a genius because he doesn't limit himself. I don't see art where you should limit yourself to just maybe the paintings, the drawing of maybe somebody be like, I want to. Once you meet just somebody who is not an artist and you're like, okay, I'm an artist, what can I do for you? The first is, can you draw my brother? Can you draw my sister? You can go
Okay.
deeper than that.
Yeah.
Virgil Abloh does clothings.
Okay.
Even designed. There's a car somebody drove recently, bought recently, a Benz. He designed it. Even though he's late now, those cars when they're out there, they're like, this is Virgil Abloh's Benz. He designed them.
All right.
So it could be more. It could be lots of things.
Oh, okay. All right. So that brings me to asking you, have you faced any sort of major challenges in pursuing your artistic dreams? And I want to know how you actually overcome them.
Frankly, we've not really overcome all.
That's a bit very honest. I love that.
Yeah. But to every level,
Okay.
there's a different level. To every level, there's a different challenge there's a different hiccup to slow you down or to propel you further, depending on how you take it.
Yeah.
So finances are there because you have these ideas and you want to implement them, but your finances might be short. Your environment, because we kind of live in a society where this is still not really appreciated and is kind of undervalued in this field, because you have to start doing lots of crusading to let people know what you can offer and see the value of what you are bringing to the table.
Okay, so let's talk about, we live in a society that keeps evolving every day.
Right.
There are new trends every day. There's something new coming up. Once upon a time, there was no gender equality going around.
Right.
Once upon a time, it was just men wanting how?
Okay, so the world will keep on going around and trends will keep on revolving. Issues from the past will still resurface. But you as an artist, your style, your way of creating and addressing issues is still your style. So now, if you as an artist in 2025, you still want to address some things of the past, so you're carrying an issue from the past and addressing it the way you will address it now, not tampering with who you are and your approach on how you will go about addressing that issue. Now your style into that has made it your piece. It's just like saying, I'll put it this way, a Fela song now, for example. A Fela song will be addressing some bias that happened in the past. But a musician of today, but he will sing it in his own way now.
So it's basically doing it your own way.
Original and unique still.
Okay. That makes me want to know who your model is and why that person is your model.
Oh, okay. So I am a big fan of Diablo. I said so.
You mentioned
Kanye West also. Yeah, I like his daring spirit.
No, you have told us about this Kanye West. You go talk because you've told us about the other guy. Tell us about Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Yes.
His
Why
approach,
is he okay? His approach.
His approach. In a world that seems to be calm, and for you to be creating some things that are out of the box, you need some level of madness. Because you're not trying to follow the norms. You're going to something that is unpredictable. The risk is really high. Because what you're creating is something that people relate to, that it has to resonate with them. You could make a piece, like you've created something, is on the wall, and someone will come in and will distaste it, will hate it, will not like it. But another person will come into that same building and say that, like, gosh, I love this. Like, so now for Kanye West, now you've seen shoes that we never thought that.
and above all, him and his wife Kim Kardashian always dressing differently from others. The crazy looks they carry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's his shoes for me, and those his pants. Those pants. Where did they get them from?
You see.
But
so he always does it out of the box.
Thank you.
Yes.
Some people like that daring. That's would I say rebel?
Rebellious.
You get that vibe, and it's really cool for creativity.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying creatives need to rebel against norms at some point, sometime.
That most of the time, that is the best way to find new paths.
Okay.
Because most people are scared of trying new paths and trying new things. Harness a lot of it.
What is your advice for them?
Get why you started. Yes. Because when you forget where you started, you can be carried away.
That's true.
Yes, you forget your paths, the true essence, the clarity it gives you. The chase for money can be distracting. But if you're true to your path, energies attract. People who believe in what you offer will find you.
That's true.
yes, the universe doesn't cheat it. Like it's just going to happen. People will be there that will be genuinely want to support you. You won't even go to them; they will come to you. But you just have to put in the work first and just stay true.
And everything will fall into place.
Right.
Yeah. So staying true, that's just all they need.
Yeah.
So regardless of whatever happens, regardless of the challenges that may come their way, staying true. And the temptations too. Because it can be really tempting when you are doing something. This is your passion, and then somebody will just boom from one place. If they do one like this makes sense. And then you move from your path. Then you start to do something along the line, you realize, I'm stuck. You be having a block in maybe something. Yeah.
That flow, it stops.
It just stops because it wasn't yours to start with.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And you know, most people, they would want to give up along the line because their work is not being appreciated to some extent.
It's something else. It's something else.
Yeah, I can actually tell because I'm a fan of art. Actually, I love art, but the fact that people don't really appreciate it pisses me off to some extent.
Right.
Because you're exhibiting what is within on a piece of paper. Like you're going out of your mind to do this thing.
You get.
And it's not appreciated.
You get.
But above all, let's say I and my dear Lambo friend here, we appreciate your work. We love it. We would love to have some piece of your works, you know, to look at it better.
It will cost you $550 million.
God, I just bought my Lambo.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Chris, for hanging out with us on the bus today.
Thanks
it's really an honor.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Really
Philomena, any final words to our beautiful audience?
Well, what I would say is that whatever you have within your reach, appreciate it, work hard, elevate yourself. Just like my guest, Mr. Chris Egberry, said, whenever you're working, make sure your mind is there. You're giving in your best. And boom, that person can just come from nowhere and just say, I love your work. Come on, take this 100 million naira and do this job for me.
Take a Lambo and
take a Lambo and do this.
Take a Lambo and do this for me. All right, so that's where we draw the curtain on the bus today here on Agate Television. It's been a wonderful time, and thank you so much for staying tuned. The bus will come your way sometime next week. Do stay with us. Keep a date with us because we have so much packed for you again. I still remain your lady from Galilee, Nigeria.
And I still remain Philomena Agbanyi, shimmer in the house, the little queen that has a new Lambo. Do well to go and hustle and buy your own Lambo.
A Lambo on 2 wheels. Bye.